Push the nose up into the World War I maneuver called the Immelman, one half of a loop to the inverted position, and then he will roll the airplane back to the upright. Now I want you to imagine that you are sitting in the seat of any one of our airshow aircraft here today. Your left hand is on the throttle, your right hand on the control stick, and both feet planted firmly on the rudder pedals. We're going to take you through these aerobatic maneuvers, of which there are 4 basic maneuvers: the loop, the roll, the stall turn, and the spin. However, you will see our pilots performing these maneuvers today in a variety of combinations and configurations, with positive G's pushing them into the seat, negative G's tugging at the shoulder strap, and right now Bill Cornick going through a series of aileron rolls in the latest production and special to come out of the factory in Afton, Wyoming. The 260 horsepower Pitts S2C. Bill Cornick, with a wonderful airshow experience, started flying aerobatics in 1980. In the contest category, entered the airshow industry in 1985. I had the pleasure of first meeting Bill that same year as he rolls the aircraft to the left and to the right, demonstrating the outstanding performance capabilities of the Pitts Special, one of the greatest aerobatic biplanes of all time. An outside push to the upright position gets Bill repositioned for his next maneuver as he pulls the stick back into his lap, goes through a series of outside rolls, pointing the nose right back down to the airshow center line. Holding it there momentarily, rolling the aircraft to the knife edge position through 4 3/4 rolls, his version of the point roll. Now you have the basic aileron roll, one of the 4 maneuvers. However, Bill puts 3/4 of a roll into each one of the hesitation maneuvers. Snap rolling the aircraft to the inverted position at airshow right gets him the altitude he needs to pull the nose through the horizon, ladies and gentlemen, back down on the airshow center line, and actually coming in from your left instead, back to the horizontal, rolling the aircraft as he does. 260 horsepower on an airplane that was originally designed in 1945 with a 55 horsepower Lycoming engine. Pulling straight up into the beautiful blue skies over NAF El Centro. Hard on the left, elevator and aileron and the rudder. Going through the double hammerhead turnaround with a 1/4 roll and a pull. 4 positive G's pushing him into the seat of the airplane as he comes out the bottom. Now, you pull the stick all the way back into your lap. You come over the top of this next maneuver, but you stop it at 5/8 and you continue to roll the airplane 1.5 times as he completes the first half of the Cuban 8, a maneuver that was invented in 1932 by an American pilot named Len Povey, who, trying to attempt a loop, realized he didn't have enough room to safely recover, so he simply rolled the airplane back upright and repeated the same maneuver at the other end of the box. Coming down the vertical line at airshow left, Bill pulls the nose straight back up into the heavens one more time, rolling the aircraft now, and again, airspeed to 0, a 1/4 roll, an inside Humpty pull over the top, about 2.5 positive G's, a 1/4 roll on the down line, as he lines right back up on the airshow center line, ladies and gentlemen. In 1953, Bill Cornick began his flying career as a pilot in the United States Air Force. After 10 years, he left the Air Force, began corporate and charter flying, and in 1965, became a co-pilot for United Airlines. He ended his career as a captain on the Boeing 757 and the 767, and at the end of his career was also a check pilot for the great Boeing 747. Bill Cornick has more than 26,000 hours total flying time, folks. That is more than 2.5 years of straight flying. At airshow center stage, once again, a 1/4 roll on the upline as he stands hard on the right rudder, then back over to the left, demonstrating the shark's tail maneuver with a full hammerhead turn at the top. In 1945, a tiny little biplane. In 1960, plans were introduced for the single-seat aircraft. In 1970, the first of the 2-seat airplanes, the Pitts S2A, powered by a 200 horsepower engine. Later in 1980, the S2B, and you'll see one of those flying later this morning. Coming in from your left, Bill rolls to the inverted. Now, pushing the stick forward all the way to the stops in front of him. He goes up and over the top for a very difficult maneuver on both the pilot and the airplane, ladies and gentlemen. The outside loop, experiencing more than 4 negative G's as he comes out the bottom. What do you think so far of this veteran airshow performer, Mr. Bill Cornick? We told you earlier that you're going to see the Aerobatic Racing Challenge later this afternoon. Bill is one of the 2 pilots who will be flying the pit special in the Aerobatic Racing Challenge, and it'll give you a great opportunity to see the comparative differences between this airplane and the S2B that Spencer Suderman will be flying. Rolling on the 45-degree downline, and now pulling up again at airshow left, up and over the top now. Keep your eyes glued on the airplane for a series of outside snap rolls. Another variation of the looping maneuver, this one called the double outside avalanche. The loop with the snap rolls on top. Bill Cornick is based in Camarillo, California. In the International Council of Airshows, the trade organization for the airshow industry, Bill is recognized and regarded as one of the foremost, not only airshow pilots, but also aerobatic instructors. He has trained dozens of airshow pilots, and he continues to give dual training to those seeking to hone their skills in the aerobatic airplane. He is also a certified ACE, an aerobatic competency evaluator. His many years and thousands of hours of experience have given him the credibility to help judge upcoming and new aerobatic and airshow pilots as they progress to eventually get lower and lower to a surface wable for their performances in the airshow arena. Completing the torque roll, and at airshow right, coming back through again with 1/2 of the Cuban 8, a half roll back to the upright position, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Cornick has completed an outstanding airshow demonstration here for you today, ladies and gentlemen, and he is turning around at your airshow left. Power comes right back in again as he's going to give us one more pass before he touches down here today. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, from Camarillo, California, there's a little bit of a knife-edge rudder wave, and your airshow pilot in the pits S2C, Mr. Bill Cornick. Now we've got a joke about all of our pilots who are going to be flying here today, especially in some of the more demanding and challenging aircraft that they are in. Bill's now getting set up for one of the most show industry folks. We have never left one up there. Now, I want you to watch Bill's landing technique, because he's sitting in the back 1/3 of the fuselage of the airplane, and he slows the airplane down to keep forward visibility. He is going to land on the main wheels, the front of the aircraft, but he'll keep the tail up. A perfect 2-point landing on the mains, but as the airspeed bleeds off, you'll see the tail come down. At this point, he will have no forward visibility over the nose of the airplane, so he's going to be